షూర్ ఒక్కసారి ఇలా రండి. మాట్లాడతాను. Hello everyone. Good morning to all. Welcome to YouTube session. Today I am going to discuss the question and solutions of mechanical stream, CS stream, EE stream, electrical and electronics engineering, followed by EC stream, electronics and communication engineering. So this is one of the question. Let C represents the unit circle centered at the origin in the complex plane. So center is origin, unit circle means radius equal to 1. So such a curve equation or circle equation is mod z is equal to 1. Many of you know that this. And the complex variable z is equal to x plus iy is given. The value of the contour integral over C cos h3z divided by 2z dz, where integration is taken counterclockwise, is cos h means hyperbolic function. So this is a integration along a closed curve. Some problems can be evaluated by Cauchy's integral theorem or Cauchy's integral formula, or many problems can be evaluated by residue theorem, that is Cauchy's residue theorem with the help of poles. Let us see what happened. Curve C equation is mod z is equal to 1. Actually mod z minus a is equal to r, where r is the radius, a is the center of the circle. Then such an equation can be written as, in complex plane, mod z minus a is equal to r. Here unit circle means r value 1, centered at origin. See, these are the key points. You can underline. Now after that find the singular points. So this is your integrand, cos h3z divided by 2z. Okay, so this is cos h3z by 2z. This is integrand. For this we have to find singular points. Now the denominator, usually in the problematic approach, the singular points are obtained by equating denominator 0, or where the integrand, that is usually f of z or some function, is not analytic at a point, such point is called singular point. So 2z is equal to 0 gives z is equal to 0 is singular point So we have to verify such singular points lies inside the curve or outside the curve. So substitute z is equal to 0 in the curve equation. When the left hand side value less than right hand side value, then the singular point lies inside the curve. When the left hand side value greater than right hand side value, then the curve, then the singular point lies outside the curve. This is left hand side mod z, right side already number 1. So if I put 0 here, mod 0 value 0, 0 less than 1. So which lies? Inside C. When a singular point lies inside C, you can apply either Cauchy's integral formula or Cauchy's residue theorem. So therefore integral over C, contour integral, cos h 3z divided by 2z dz. So comparing with Cauchy integral formula, that is, here I can write z is equal to 0 is a singular point, means the corresponding factor, that is z is equal to 0, is obtained from z only. So remaining denominator terms you have to write in the numerator, so that I can write cos h 3z divided by 2, keep it in some bracket which is indicating a function f of z, whole divided by z can be written as z minus 0. That means I want to compare or write standard form of Cauchy integral formula. So this numerator bracket term is denoted by usually f of z, Singular point usually denoted by a. Now it looks like integral over c f of z divided by z minus a dz. So this is equal to 2 pi I into f of 0, since using Cauchy's integral formula. So how do you get f of 0? Here f of z is cos h3z divided by 2. There you put z is equal to 0. So 2 pi I into cos h 0 divided by 2. Cos hx means e raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon divided by 2, that is whole divided by 2. There you put 0, you will be getting 1. So 2 cancel. This simplifies to pi I. So the answer is accordingly option A. So this is the end of the question. And the next one is the question: if y of x satisfies the differential equation sin x into dy by dx plus y cos x is equal to 1, subject to the conditions y of pi by 2 is equal to pi by 2, then y of pi by 6 is 4 options ABCD given. So this question is from first order differential equations. So usually a first order differential equation, not all the problems, whenever the problems belongs to the categories, say variable separable form or linear equation or Bernoulli equation or exact equation, etc. So based on that categories there is a standard procedure, then we have to apply. So here I cannot make this differential equation into variable separable form. That means I cannot write y terms along with dy on one side and x terms along with dx on other side. Okay. Then the next one is comparing with first order linear equation in y variable or x variable. So before that, let us check the oral conditions. Here take the y variable first priority because dy by dx is given. That means for y we are finding differentiation with respect to x. So in this dy by dx automatically y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. So here y power 1, its derivative dy by dx having power 1, these two terms not multiplied and no other y terms. So I can confirm this equation is first order linear equation in y, which can be written in the standard form as dy by dx plus p into y is equal to q. Solution: DE, short form differential equation, can be written as, that is implies dividing by sin x dy by dx plus cos x by sin x can be written as cot x, keep it in bracket, into y is equal to 1 upon sin x can be written as cosec x. Let us denote, this is equation 1. So this cot x I want to denote capital P and cosec x I want to denote q, which looks like our standard form of first order linear equation in y, dy by dx plus py is equal to q, is first order linear equation. Full form: f is first, o is order, l is linear, e is equation. In which variable? Y variable. Now the next step is to find the solution if. Full form: integrating factor, e to the power integral p dx. So p value cot x. Cot x integration is log sin x. You can write log or ln, but base is logarithm. So e to the power log fx is nothing but f of x. E log are counteraction to each other, so they can counteract. So they are cancelled. You will be getting sin x. Now after that, next step, solution. Therefore, solution of equation 1 is, because it is linear equation in y, underline, so y into if is equal to integral q into if dx, that is integrating with respect to x plus c. So this implies y sin x, if value sin x, is equal to integral q value cosec x. So cosec x into sin x, cosec x is 1 by sin x, so this becomes 1 dx plus c. So that means integration 1 dx is x plus c. Let us say equation 2. So go to the initial conditions. Y of pi by 2 is equal to pi by 2. That means the value of pi by 2, that is the value of y is pi by 2 when x is equal to pi by 2. Using y is equal to pi by 2 when x is equal to pi by 2, comma, equation 2 gives sin pi by 2 1. So this becomes pi by 2 into 1 is equal to pi by 2 plus c, which simplifies to c value giving 0. So go back to solution, that is equation 2. Therefore y sin x is equal to x. But they are asking the value of y at x equal to pi by 6. That is the meaning of y of pi by 2. So at x is equal to pi by 6, comma, we get, so in the above solution put x pi by 6, y into sin 30 degrees 1 by 2 is equal to x pi by 6. So this becomes y is equal to pi by 3 is the value of y of pi by 6. So accordingly, option A is the answer. This is the end of the question. Hope that everyone understood and following. So it's request, please subscribe our channel and share the same to your friends and family. The next question. Consider a vector P in two-dimensional space. Actually, we are all habituated vectors denoted by capital X, capital Y, but in GATE they can give any notation. So two-dimensional space means either row vector with two components or column vector with two components. That is called two-dimensional. Let its direction counterclockwise angle with positive x-axis. So vector means it is a line. Every line making an angle theta with positive x-axis. That is our geometry or coordinate geometry from our childhood classes. Let P be an eigenvector of a 2 by 2 matrix A with the corresponding eigenvalue lambda. Lambda is given greater than 0. So you know that lambda is eigenvalue notation. P is here eigenvector. Usually we are denoted eigenvector notation is capital X. Here A is a 2 by 2 matrix. You will be getting two eigenvalues automatically. If we denote the magnitude of a vector V, that is magnitude means length or norm. That is for the vector V, both sides left and right, if you write two standing lines, that is the meaning of or symbol for length or magnitude. If you write only one time, that is the symbol stands for determinant. Everyone knows. Comma, identify the valid statement regarding P dash, where P dash is equal to A into P. So these are the options given: direction of P dash, etc. So I can write solution here. We know that relationship between matrix A, eigenvalue lambda, and the corresponding eigenvector P as A into P is equal to lambda into B. That is Ax equal to lambda x, but x eigenvector is now represented by or denoted by P value. We know that relationship or formula between matrix A and eigenvalue lambda with corresponding E vector. That means short form I am writing. E vector means eigenvector. Small p, it is given is A into P is equal to lambda times P. Okay. So this A into P is given P dash. So automatically P dash is equal to lambda P. Lambda is a scalar, that is number. P is a vector. Vector means either column vector, column matrix or row matrix. So a number lambda multiplied with a vector which finally the output is a vector. So lambda into P is also a vector. That is A into P is a vector. That means P dash is a vector. Implies P dash is equal to lambda P. They are asking direction of P dash and length also. So length P dash. Now when you are multiplying a vector with lambda after finding length, that lambda as it easily comes outside with respect to multiplication. So I can write this is lambda times mod P, that is magnitude P. This is one. Now suppose P direction. P makes an angle theta with x-axis. What is P dash automatically? When you multiply a vector P with a number, that direction never changes. For example, coming to the vector algebra, I plus j, you know the direction of I plus j, okay, which is line joining 0, 0 and 1, 1, makes an angle some theta with positive x-axis. What is the direction of 2a plus 2j? If I take lambda value 2, then lambda into that vector, that is lambda into I plus j becomes lambda into I plus lambda into j, where lambda is equal to 2. 2a plus 2j, which is in the same direction of I plus j only. So since P is two-dimensional, DIM means dimensional vector, and lambda is scalar, implies lambda into P is also two-dimensional vector. First of all, this observation. And the direction of P dash is same as that of P, that is direction of P. See, just I will show. You know this y-axis and this is x-axis. This is origin. Suppose P is equal to I. So you know this is I. This is P direction. Now what is P dash? Lambda into P. So if I take lambda value 2, 2p means 2i. What is the direction of 2i? This is 1 and this is 2. So up to this. So the line joining origin and 1 and origin and 2 is in the same direction. They are lying the same line, x-axis only. So that's why P and P dash having same direction. Even you can take 3D geometry, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, or 1D geometry, anything. Okay. So therefore, direction of P dash, that is P already makes an angle theta with x-axis. So P dash also makes an angle theta with the positive x-axis. Direction of P dash is theta. So take care. from 1 and 2. Direction of p dash is theta and magnitude of p dash is equal to lambda times of magnitude of p. So accordingly the answer is option C. Hope that understood and following everyone. The next question. So some of the ordinary differential equations we cannot solve by direct methods, that is variable, separable, etc. That's why we should learn numerical methods, that is approximation. Many of the problems approximations by numerical methods. Okay, we know the methods, approximation methods. Solving a first order differential equation is Euler's method, Runge-Kutta method, etc. Let us read the question. The ordinary differential equation dy by dt is equal to minus pi into y. We are all habituated y and x variables with the notation dy by dx. So for convenience, replace t by x so that it is converted into y and x variables, so that easy to compare that procedure and formula everything. Subject to an initial condition, this is y of 0 is equal to 1. Is solved numerically using the following scheme: y of tn plus 1 minus y of tn whole divided by h is equal to minus pi times y of tn. Usually y of tn some people denote by yn or yi if you refer the textbooks. Y of tn plus 1 is denoted by yn plus 1, dropping the independent variable. Here y is dependent, t is independent variable. They can drop the independent variable. Just this simply written as yn plus 1 minus yn divided by h is equal to minus pi times yn, where h is time step, or some people call step side. Tn is equal to n into h, and n is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on. Okay, this numerical scheme is stable, that is this related to stability analysis. Okay, by using Euler's method, Euler's forward iteration method, for all values of h in the interval. 4 options ABCD given. Solution. So usually we should express the ordinary differential equation dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y in the form of, that is standard form, and the stability analysis is given by forward Euler's iteration method. What is forward Euler's method? Yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus h times f of xn comma yn if I take the variables x and y. That should be written as or expressed as yn plus 1 is equal to e into yn plus hk, where k contains constant or the independent x variable terms. So for the method to be stable, what is the meaning of stable? When we go on finding y1, y2, y3, okay, the difference between two consecutive iteration values should be less. That means error should be very small. If compared to exact answer, for every iteration step you will be getting y1, y2, that is approximation answers. So the difference between approximation and exact is called error. So if that error increases, that method is unstable. Okay. So while doing more number of iterations, the error value should be reduced. That is called stability. Stable. The method is stable. So here dy by dx is equal to minus pi times y. This is denoted by f of t comma y, where t is the first independent variable and y is dependent variable. Okay. Now the forward Euler's method or iteration formula is yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus h times f of tn comma yn. So this yn is now here denoted by y of tn. Y is a function of independent variable. This y of n plus 1 is nothing but y of t n plus 1. Okay. So in this yn no change plus h times, in the function t variable is absent, so into minus pi, y is replaced by yn. So this can be written as 1 minus pi h into yn. That means finally yn plus 1 is equal to. So this is usually denoted by capital E. That means, and I can write this expression y of tn plus 1 like this finally. Okay, see, for example, in this, multiply h to the right side, that is y n plus 1 minus yn is equal to minus pi times h yn. So from this yn plus 1 is equal to shift minus yn to the right side and then take yn common, 1 minus pi h into yn. That means your forward Euler's iteration method is finally converted into like this, that we got like this, and already it is given in this highlighted, that rectangular, the term in the question highlighted. Okay. So usually the standard is yn plus 1 is equal to yn e into yn plus h into k, where h is step side, I mean time step, k is a constant or contain t variable terms, t is independent, but here k becomes 0 while comparing this is. So for stable, for the method to be stable, if mod e less than 1. What is e? 1 minus pi h, that is mod 1 minus pi h less than 1. What we know in calculus modulus properties, mod x less than some number L implies and implied can be written as minus L less than x less than L. Like that, comparing this 1 minus pi h with x and L with 1, you will be getting minus 1 less than 1 minus pi h less than 1. So in the middle term there is plus 1 is there. So for all the three terms, that is minus 1, 1 minus pi h and 1, subtract 1, it can be written as minus 2 less than minus pi h less than minus 1. Now multiplying by minus, so inequality will be reverted, less than becomes greater than becomes less than. So this becomes 2 greater than pi h. So kindly excuse me, after subtracting 1, this becomes 0. This is 0. So greater than 0, and dividing by pi is a positive quantity. When you are dividing a positive quantity, inequality will be remain same, that is greater than becomes greater than, less than becomes greater than, less than becomes less than. So finally I can write, after dividing by pi, 0 less than h less than 2 by pi. So this is the answer, 0 less than h less than 2 by pi. So accordingly option A is the answer. Hope that understood and following everyone. So hope that everyone following and understood. So the next question, the value of limit extends to 0, 1 minus cos x whole divided by x square is. There is a direct formula, standard method, standard formula, standard limits there, or methods also there. So this is from calculus, differential integral. The first one is limits chapter. Solution. So this becomes, when I put x0, if you do not remember this is a standard limit formula, then the procedure is substitute the x value in the given function, direct substitution. So put x0, cos 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, x square 0 square 0, so 0 by 0. This term becomes 0 by 0 form, that is the first indeterminate form. If you get 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity form, then the scientist L'Hospital's rule given the standard procedure, that means differentiate numerator with respect to x, similarly differentiate denominator with respect to x, then apply apply that step again, limit extends to 0. So that means limit extends to 0, 1 derivative 0, cos x derivative minus sin x, so 0 plus sin x. This is numerator term. Denominator is already x square derivative with respect to x is 2x. This you will be getting using L'Hospital's rule. Okay, good. Those who are done already got that answer 1 by 2 Moynihan. So this can be written as, I can take half outside, remaining limit extends to 0, sin x by x. This you will be getting, but this is a standard limit, half into 1 is equal to half. Since limit, you can write LT notation or LIM, both are same, sin ax upon x is equal to a, where a is a constant. So finally the answer is 1 by 2. Accordingly the option is D. This is end of the question. Or the standard limit. Limit extends to 0, 1 minus cos ax whole divided by x square. When you have the given limit looks like this, answer is a square by 2. There a is equal to 1. This is one step answer. Standard limit. Standard limit means formula. Hope that understood and following everyone. Yes, Naveen. The next question. The value of double integral 0 to pi by 2, 0 to cos theta, r sin theta, dr d theta is 4 options given. So this is a double integral topic related to multiple integrals chapter, very small topic. But the variables r and theta instead of Cartesian coordinates x and y. So doesn't matter, just like integration. So in a double integral, I can give the hint. If an integration having both limits constants, that should be evaluated last. Automatically the remaining integral should be evaluated first. Here 0 to pi by 2 constant limits. So this integration to be evaluated last, and this 0 to cos theta integration should be evaluated first. And whenever a limit containing theta variable, that limit should be r limits but not theta limits. Whenever a limit containing r variable, that limits should not r variable limits, but it should be other variable theta limits. This is another hint. Okay. So solution. So theta limits, constant limits is equal to 0 to pi by 2 to be integrated last, and then next first r limits 0 to cos theta r sin theta dr and then d theta. So this is constant. With respect to r, theta terms to be taken to be considered constant. With respect to theta, r terms to be considered constants. That is the procedure of double integral, triple integral procedures. So here sin theta multiplication constant will come as it easily into r integration with respect to r is r square by 2. Between the limits, r value lower limit 0, upper limit cos theta. Finally integrating with respect to theta, between the limits theta 0 to pi by 2. So I can take half outside and the remaining theta terms 0 to only one variable integration, not required to write theta is equal to, so sin theta into cos square theta. So there is a standard definite integral procedure, that is Wallis formula, or you can compare 0 to pi by 2 sin power m theta cos power n theta, which is studied in 11th or 12th standard, okay, or substitution method. So I can go by substitution method, too easy to understand. Put cos theta is equal to t. Usually when the power of sin is odd number, then put cos is equal to t. When the power of cos is odd number, then put sin term is equal to t. Cos theta is equal to t, change of variable, theta variable change to t variable. Then accordingly you find the limits of t also. So differentiate both sides. Cos theta derivative sin theta, that means minus sin theta. Cos x derivative minus sin x, sin x derivative plus cos x. So minus sin theta d theta can be written as now sin theta d theta is equal to dt with minus, that I can write here minus dt. Now finding the new variable limits. Theta lower limit 0, so cos 0 1, t lower limit is 1, theta upper limit is pi by 2, cos pi by 2 0, so t upper limit 0, so t limits 1 to 0. So everyone in the basic properties of definite integral, if I interchange the limits, the integration value affected by minus sign, that is multiplied by minus sign. So already there is a dt with minus, that minus, this minus becomes plus, so I can adjust like that, half t limits 0 to 1, this is t square dt. So t square integration with respect to t is t cube by 3, between the limits 0 to 1, 3 multiplied by half. So this simplifies to t cube by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 becomes 1 by 6. So the answer is 1 by 6, accordingly the option is 3. Please check. So the next question, hope that everyone following. What is your doubt? Naveen, good morning. Naveen Chakravarti got do d a square by 2 minus pi. Please check, it is not pi. That is answer is 1 by 6. Please check. Moinakrai, please check, answer is 1 by 6. That I have done in detail, each and every step. Because cos pi by 2 0, cos 0 1. We have converted theta variable to t variable limits. Okay, next. Let the superscript t represent the transpose operation. Consider the function f of x is equal to half times x transpose q times x minus r transpose into x, where x and r are n cross 1 vectors, that is n rows 1 column. Column vectors, these are column vectors, that is the identification. And q is a square matrix n cross n, which is also symmetric matrix given. The stationary point of f of x is, this is very tough and important. Based on this type of question, 2014 in one stream it was asked. So usually this type of problems, let us start with by taking n is equal to 2. If you get that answer, if it is correct, that is also true for 3 into 3 matrix, 4 into 4 matrix, etc. So Let us take n is equal to 2. Just a second. So this is a computer science question. Let me check previous questions. Okay. Sorry, these are two more questions. I forgot to explain. This is mechanical stream. Later on, I will come to that question. The question is, let f of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 2 be a continuous function defined on x belongs to closed interval 1 comma 3. You know the meaning of continuity function. Okay, at every point, the formula based method continuity is limit f of x extends to a is equal to f of a. Geometrically, the graph of fx can be drawn without breakings or without gaps. The point x at which the tangent of the curve, that is of the function fx, become parallel to the straight line. Which type of straight line? Joining f of 1 and f of 3. So f of 1 means 1 comma f of 1, f of 3 means 3 comma f of 3. It is a 2D geometry. If function means that is y value, 1 comma 3 means x values. You know that x1 y1 and x2 y2. The straight line joining equation is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So these are two y values. What is the corresponding x values? 1 and 3 only. Okay. So solution. So you know that this is a polynomial function continuous in a closed interval AB and its derivative exists in closed interval AB. So here f of 1 not equal to f of 3. If I put x equal to 1, 1 plus 2, 3 minus 2, 1, f of 1 value 1 and f of 3 value 9 plus 2, 11 minus 6, 5. So f of 1 not equal to f of 3. There are two types of mean value theorems we have studied in BTech. That is Rolle's mean value theorem or Lagrange's mean value theorem. Do you remember that geometrical interpretation? Okay. So here f of 1 not equal to f of 3. F of 1 value 1, f of 3 value 5 and f of x is clearly given continuous, CONT means continuous and differentiable function. Its derivative exists. Okay. So Rolle's theorem So it's my humble request, all the students, please subscribe our channel and share your friends. Share the same with your friends. Rolle's theorem, EH means theorem, cannot be applicable. Therefore, by Lagrange's mean value theorem, I am writing short form LMVT. L stands for Lagrange's, M stands for mean, V stands for value, T stands for theorem. What we know that Lagrange's mean value theorem f dash c, but here f dash x because they are asking the point x, usually points denoted by c, closed interval a comma b, that is f dash x is equal to f of b. This is this closed interval usually denoted by closed interval a comma b. Refer Rolle's mean value theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem. F of b minus f of b calculus divided by b minus a. This is the geometrical interpretation of Lagrange's mean value theorem. So at some point on the curve fx represents a curve. The tangent at that point is always parallel to the chord joining a comma f of a point and b comma f of b point. I can draw here. See, y axis, x axis, origin. Rough sketch of this curve. This curve is f of x and this point is say capital A, this point is capital B. The dotted lines indicates that is the y value corresponding the points at x is equal to a, x is equal to b. So this small into marks whose x values a and the other one is b. The dots indicate the corresponding y values, so that a coordinates are a comma f of a, this is geometrical interpretation. B coordinates b comma f of b, which we studied in BTech. Now if I take a point that is line joining a and b, this is also called chord to the curve. So if I take here a point P, draw the tangent at P. What are the P coordinates? P is having x value, lies on x axis. Let us denote this is C. So here the tangent at P is parallel to the line joining FA and FB, where A value 1, B value 3. That is the geometrical interpretation of Lagrange mean value theorem. So f dash C is equal to f of B minus f of A divided by B minus A. This result is given by Lagrange's mean value theorem. So here this is nothing but, some people C is denoted by directly x, where x is a point between A and B, that is between 1 and 3. So what is this f dash x? Slope of the tangent to the curve f of x. At every point on the curve you will be having a tangent. Tangent means it is a straight line. The straight line touches to the curve at a point. Such a straight line is called tangent. So every tangent having a slope. Slope means derivative f dash x. So when two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. So this tangent, that means here tangent at x is equal to C. X is a variable. One of the point is I took C. This tangent is parallel to the straight line joining A and B. So these are the 2 points A and B. What is the straight line? Slope of the straight line joining A f of A, B f of B looks like x1 y1 and x2 y2, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is here I wrote down. So this is the geometrical interpretation. Okay. The right side fb minus fa by b minus a is slope of the straight line joining fa and fb. The left side f dash x is nothing but slope of the tangent to the curve at the point x. So what is f dash x? Differentiate with respect to 2x, x square derivative 2x, 2x derivative 2, constant derivative alone 0. F of 3, that is substituting, just now I calculated there. This is f of 3 value 5 minus f of 1 value 1, 3 minus 1 value 2. So from this 2x, 5 minus 1, 4 by 2, 2x is equal to 4 implies x is equal to 2. So definitely this 2 lies between 1 and 3. There is a point, they are asking the point x at which the tangent is parallel to, which point 2. So accordingly the option is C. Please check, very very important. And see that x points, one of the x points must belongs to open interval AB, and look at the options also. Hope that everyone following and understood. So this is also mechanical question. The next question. So Dirac delta function is also called unit impulse function. Okay. If you are applying a large force for a small period of time, the product of force and time is called unit impulse, and in the limiting case that becomes impulse function, that is Dirac delta function. So usually here delta of t minus t naught, usually this t naught denoted by a also some people, is equal to 0 if t not equal to t naught, otherwise infinity if t is equal to t naught, such that small s t means such that this is from Laplace transforms 0 to infinity, that is max 2 subject, delta of t minus t naught integrating with respect to t is equal to 1. Unit step function is u of t minus a. This is unit impulse function, some people call Dirac delta function, that is delta of t minus t naught. This is from Laplace transform chapter. Okay, you can remember directly the formula also, the standard. So L of Laplace transform of delta of t minus a, where a is nothing but that is t naught, you can compare, is equal to e power minus as. So this is standard Laplace formula. That is standard means formula result. L of u of t minus a is e power minus a base. Frequently these two, that means this is the, in mechanical stream, this is the first time regarding Dirac delta function asked, but frequently many times asked L of u of t minus a. I can write that also. L of u of t minus a is equal to e power minus as upon s. So this is called unit step function or Heaviside's unit function. Refer our CC material or your BTech mathematics books, easy to understand. It is better from my side, I am telling you, remember as a formula instead of proving, because it takes more time, that integration, all this. Please by heart, this is the formula. Accordingly, the answer is option C. This is the end of the question. But this type of Dirac delta function especially useful for electrical EC instrumentation. You have signals and systems subject. Now let me check other mechanical questions. This one over. Yes. So this is also mechanical stream question. So don't misunderstand me. I will explain this also. This is computer science stream questions. Let me complete first mechanical, then CS, then one by one stream, like that. Okay. So usually the integrand extern is denoted by f of x, and lower limit is denoted by a, and upper limit 5.2 denoted by b. This is definite integral a to b f of x dx. We are finding its value using Simpson's 1/3 rule. That is not by direct methods. Okay, not by analytical methods, approximation methods, that is numerical methods, with interval size. That is usually interval size is denoted by h value. Okay, hope that everyone following and understood. Now, so whenever h is given, then go for finding ordinate values, that is y0, y1, etc. Simpson's 1/3 rule, very very important. Many times in GATE asked trapezoidal rule also. Y0 is equal to function value at lower limit a, that is f of 4. So that is log 4. ln means natural base logarithms, that is base C logarithm, natural logarithms. So this is though the question is options, depending on the options up to 2 decimal places, but in the beginning of calculation you should consider 3 places of decimal. So please check whether my calculation is correct or not. 1 point approximately 386. Next, ordinate value y1 is equal to f of a plus h. So what is a plus h value? 0. That is 4 plus 0.3, 4.3. So nothing but log x means log of 4.3. So open the calculator if you have and calculate. This is approximately 1.458. Now y2, that is function value at a plus 2h. So a plus 2h simplifies to 4.6. That means we are calculating function value at x is equal to 4.6, that is log of 4.6. So this is approximately 1.526. Next, y3, function value at a plus 3h. So a plus 3h is nothing but 4.9. So function value at 4.9 means log is the function, log x, log 4.9. So approximately 1.589. And when you have, generally see y4, when to stop for calculating these y values until to get the function value at the upper limit b, that is 5.2. So f of a plus 4h. So a plus 4h value how much? Adding one more h, that is 5.2. So we can stop after this, that is y4 value. Calculating these y values. That means for this problem I am talking. So log of 5.2. So this simplifies to 1.648. Now the question asking by Simpson's one-third rule. Therefore, by Simpson's one-third rule, comma, integral 4 to 5.2 function integrand log x dx is equal to, the formula is h by 3 into y naught plus yn, that is the last ordinate value, y4, plus odd suffix values multiplied by 4, that is 4 into y1 plus y3, even suffix y value multiplied by 2, 2 into y2. So h value 0.3 by 3 becomes 0.1 into y0 plus y4. I hope that you understand all these things. 1.386 plus 1.648 plus 4 times y1 1.458 plus y3 1.589 plus 2 times y2 value 1.526. Close the main bracket. So please calculate. This is, you will be getting 1.8274, because options are all up to 2 decimal places. Now the third place is more than 5, add 1 to the second digit. So this is 1.83, up to 2 decimal places because of options. Accordingly, the third one is the answer. Hope that everyone understood and following. Okay. The next question. Find the positive real root of x cube minus x minus 3 is equal to 0. This is a cubic equation. Usually the left side terms excluding 0 denoted by f of x. Usually the equation can be expressed as f of x equal to 0 using Newton-Raphson method. If the starting guess is also called initial guess or initial value, that is x0 value given to the numerical value of the root. This is numerical methods, that is approximations. After 2 iterations, that is they are asking x2 value, 2 decimal places. Okay. So this is numerical methods. Solution to algebraic equation f of x equal to 0 by generally Newton-Raphson method, bisection method, secant method, but already mentioned the method Newton-Raphson method. So first step, you have to find f dash x, that is useful in Newton-Raphson method. F dash x, x cube derivative 3x square, x derivative with respect to x is 1, constant element derivative 0. This is fx and x0 given 2. Already x0 value 2. So by NR method, that is short form Newton-Raphson method, comma, x1 is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash x0. Usual formula, general formula I am writing here. Xi plus 1, some people xn plus 1 can be written as, can be denoted, can be represented. Xi minus f of xi divided by f dash xi. For I is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on. Like that, putting I is equal to 0, you will be getting this. What is x naught? 2. What is f of x naught? Put 2 here. 8 minus 2, 6 minus 3, 3. What is f dash x in f dash x naught? That is, put x equal to 3. 3 into 2 square, 12 minus 1, 11. So this is 2 minus 3 by 11. That is 22 minus 3, 19 by 11. So approximately, please check, 1.73. Now x2 value. Putting I is equal to 1, you will be getting x2 is equal to x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash x1. So we got x1 is 1.73. So minus, what is f of x1? In this fx, put x is equal to 1.73, that is 1.73 whole cube minus 1.73 minus 3. That simplifies to 0.48. Please check. Divided by, this term divided by f dash x1. In this f dash x, put x is equal to 1.73. 3 into 1.73 square minus 1. So this simplifies to 7.98. So up to 2 decimal places, this is approximately 1.67. Please check. Do you all getting the answer 1.67 or not? If you are having readily calculated. Otherwise at home. So from my side, it's humble request. Please subscribe our channel and share the same with your friends. Hope that understanding, following. Okay. This is also mechanical stream question. The question is the mean and variance respectively of a binomial distribution for n independent trials. Automatically n is independent with the probability of success denoted by p. Okay, this question from probability statistics, binomial distribution. So usually p is given here, probability of success. That is probability of an event happen in any single trial. Q is nothing but 1 minus P. If it is success, then Q is failure. If P is to be taken failure, then Q is to be success. Probability that the same event will not happen in any trial. So that is probability of failure. Okay. Let x be a random variable usually. Binomial random variable denote number of times, NO means number, that the event success. Okay, so we know that standard formula from binomial distribution, that is mean and variance, direct formula. Mean and variance respectively of a BD. BD is the short form of binomial distribution, or n into P and n into P into Q. This Q is already 1 minus P. So this can be written as NP into 1 minus P. So the answer is NP and NP into 1 minus P. So accordingly option 4 is the answer. Hope that understood. If you refer that probability problems, binomial distribution, direct formula based question, this one. The next question. This is a complex numbers basics which we studied in 11th or 12th standard trigonometry chapter, end of the trigonometry. The question is, value of 1 plus I whole to the power 8 or raised to I, where I is equal to square root minus 1. This is imaginary. I value is called imaginary. Is equal to 4 options given. Solution. I square value minus 1, I cube value minus I power 4 value 1, and so on. 1 upon I value minus I. Let us take first whole square. 1 plus I whole square. Looks like A plus B whole square. A square plus B square plus 2AB. I square value minus 1, 1 square 1 got cancelled, simplifies to 2I. Next, 1 plus I whole to the power 8 can be written as 1 plus I whole square whole to the power 4. A to the power m whole to the power n is a to the power mn. So this is 2I whole to the power 4. That means AB whole to the power m is a power m into b to the power m. So 2 power 4 into I to the power 4. This is 16. I power 4 value 1. So please check accordingly. The option is C. Hope that understood. So easy to follow, understand, because basics questions. Sometimes gate people asking basics, some other times tough questions. 1 or 2 only maximum. All other questions in engineering mathematics either moderate level or easy. 1 or 2 questions very tough. So the next question. This is related to Laplace transform. The question is, if the Laplace transform of a function f of t is given by s plus 3 whole divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2, then the question is f of 0. This is Laplace transform of f of t given. See, usually Laplace transform of a function f of t is denoted by the notation or symbol L of f of t. Bracket can be used in curly brackets or open brackets or square brackets. Is denoted by capital F of s. That is, s terms is the frequency domain, t terms is the time domain. This terminology is electrical, ECIL, signals and system. But mechanical and other streams not acquired directly. Mathematical approach you can easy to understand. You can depend. So this f of s already given, s plus 3 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. What is f of 0? If first you find f of t, that is f of t is nothing but inverse Laplace transform of this function by standard methods, or some properties are there. Initial value theorem, final value theorem. F of 0, that means function value at t is equal to 0. T limits usually 0 to infinity, one-sided Laplace transform. So 0 is the initial value, infinity is the final value. So I can write here by using initial value theorem, so to apply initial value theorem, the function of s, that is this one, should be proper fraction. Okay. F of 0 is equal to limit s tends to infinity s times function of s, that is capital of f of s. So we know that in limits problems tending to infinity, if possible, convert into reciprocal terms of s. S reciprocal is 1 by s. S square reciprocal is 1 by s square. Square root s reciprocal is 1 by root s. Because why should we convert? When s approaches to infinity, 1 upon s square tends to 0. So 0 calculation is very easy. So I can write here yes, that s plus 3 can be written as, taking s common, 1 plus 3 by s. In the denominator, each factor you can write like that, s into 1 plus 1 by s into s into 1 plus 2 by s. Can I write like this? This is called, take out the highest powers of s in numerator and denominator, which will be getting reciprocal terms of s. So So s into s numerator cancel with s into s denominator. In all the remaining, put s is equal to infinity, that is substitution method, direct substitution. 1 plus 0 divided by 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0. Finally, this simplifies to 1. So accordingly, the answer is option 4. Alternative method I am giving hint, at home you find. So apply partial fractions for capital F of s, then take inverse Laplace transform, LT stands for Laplace transform, and then put t is equal to 0. This is second method, partial fractions method, when it is algebraic function numerator and denominator. Hope that understood and following. Okay, the next question. This is also mechanical question. Consider an n cross n matrix A, that is square matrix. Underline. And a non-zero n cross 1 vector. Vector means either row matrix or column matrix. N cross 1 means one column. That's why this vector P is a column vector. Their product A into P is equal to alpha square into P. This is hint given. Where alpha belongs to R means set of real numbers, and alpha does not belongs to the three values minus 1, 0, 1. Based on the given information, the eigenvalue of A square. So previously I told you the relationship between matrix A and its eigenvalue lambda with the corresponding eigenvector P can be written as A into P is equal to lambda times P. Okay, so based on that method. Anyhow, given A into P is equal to alpha square into P. Let us say this is equation 1. Pre-multiply by A. Both sides we get. Why should I multiply by A? Because we want the question related to A square. So A into AP is equal to A into alpha square P. So P is a vector. A into A matrix means A square. According to associative property, A into AP can be written as A into A into P. That is. So this simplifies to A square into P. Alpha square is a number. If a number is in the last or middle, you can take out into in the first position. That is, you can write in the first position. Alpha square is a number into the remaining matrices. That is, A is a n cross n square matrix. Alpha is a column vector. P is a column vector. So I can write this AP from equation 1 alpha square P. This is equal to alpha square into alpha square times P. Since from equation 1. So this simplifies to left side no change A square P. Right side alpha power times P. Just observe this P and this P. This A square circle terms alpha power 4. Let us denote this is equation 2. So, note, comparing with this, we know that KT means know that if A is n cross n matrix, square matrix, MAT means matrix, with eigenvalue lambda and corresponding eigenvector denoted by capital X, then the relation between these three definitions is A into X is equal to lambda times X. Let us say this is 3. Now just compare, your x is nothing but small p, your matrix A is nothing but A square, lambda eigenvalue is nothing but alpha power 4. So this is the hint formula. So therefore alpha power 4 is eigenvalue of matrix A square. Hope that understood. Very, very important question. So accordingly option C, that is third one, is the answer. Okay, moving to next question. This is computer science stream question. Consider the following matrix, 4 by 4 matrix, 0, 111, 1, 0, 11, 11, 0, 1, 1, 0. The largest eigenvalue of the above matrix. So eigenvalues by characteristic equation method or sometimes shortcut method, not for every problem. Solution. The characteristic equation, CH means characteristic, EQ means equation of the given matrix is determinant A minus lambda I is equal to 0. A is the given matrix, I is the corresponding identity matrix, lambda is the required eigenvalue. So how do you obtain this determinant? In short, subtract lambda from the diagonal elements only. You will be getting the determinant A minus lambda I. So 0 minus lambda is minus lambda, remaining no change in the same row. Next 1, 0 minus lambda is minus lambda. Only diagonal elements should be subtracted from lambda and the remaining elements keeping same sign without writing identity matrix and multiplying by lambda. This is the shortcut method. 1, 1, 1, 1 minus lambda. Determinant. A determinant looks like all diagonal elements are same, say x value. All non-diagonal elements are also same, should be taken as y value. That is x, y, y, y. X is a number, y is a number. Y, x, y, 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 x, y, 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 x. That means all diagonal elements are equal. Let us denote that equal number. That number is x. All non-diagonal elements are also equal, but it is a different number. I mean, which is not equal to diagonal element number. That is denoted by y value. So for this type of determinant, the answer is, I can say x plus 3y into x minus y whole cube. Using this, here x value I can denote minus lambda, y value 1. So here x is nothing but minus lambda and y is nothing but 1. So based on that, you will be getting x plus 3y minus lambda plus 3 into 1 is 3 into x minus y minus lambda minus 1 whole cube equal to 0. Each factor equal to 0. You will be getting lambda is equal to 3 comma minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 is a multiplicity of 3, that is repeated 3 times. So this is smallest. Negative number is always smaller than the positive number. Integer. I am talking integer or any case fraction also. And this is largest. Therefore, the largest eigenvalue of the above matrix is 3. So the answer is 3. Hope that understood. This is linear algebra chapter. The next question. This is a calculus limits topic, differential integral calculus. The question is, consider the following expression. Limit x tends to minus 3, square root of 2x plus 22 minus 4 whole divided by x plus 3. The value of the above expression rounded to 2 decimal places is. Numerical question, solution. Limit x tends to minus 3, square root of 2x plus 22 minus 4 divided by x plus 3. So, it is not a standard limits formula. So, what is the procedure? First step procedure, direct substitution. That is x tends to minus 3 means put x equal to minus 3. So, 2 into minus 3 minus 6, minus 6 plus 22 16, square root 16 is 4, 4 minus 4 0. So, numerator simplifies to 0. Denominator minus 3 plus 3 is also simplifies to 0. So, this fraction becomes 0 by 0 form, the first indeterminate form. Then L'Hospital scientist has given the easiest procedure, which is nothing but differentiate numerator as well as denominator with respect to x separately. Don't apply u by v rule. Limit x tends to minus 3, square root x derivative is 1 upon 2 root x derivative. That is 1 upon 2 root 2x plus 22. Or you can write 2x plus 22 whole power of, then compare x to the power n derivative n into x to the power n minus 1. So this is not x, it is 2x plus 22. So you should multiply its derivative also. 2x derivative 2 plus 22 derivative 0. So you will be getting into 2 minus 4 constant alone derivative 0. This is numerator differentiation. Denominator divided by x derivative 1, 3 derivative 0. So since d by dx of root x is equal to 1 upon 2 times root x. This root x is nothing but x to the power of, comparing with x to the power n differentiation n times x to the power n minus 1 simplifies to 1 upon 2 root x. Some people, this type of results also can be taken as formulas, standard derivatives. So, using L'Hospital's rule. So, this is equal to limit x tends to minus 3, 2 cancel, 1 upon square root of 2x plus 22. So, this is equal to direct substitution, put x equal to minus 3, it simplifies to 1 by root over 16, that is nothing but 1 by 4. .25, that is. So, hope that everyone understood and following. Please subscribe our channel and share the same with your friends. Now the next question is, this is a probability statistics, covariance, expectation, variance, random variables followed by correlation analysis, etc. This is also computer science stream question. Consider the two statements. S1, there exist random variables x and y, two random variables, such that e of x minus e of x multiplied by y minus e of y whole square greater than variance of x into variance of y. Statement 2, for all random variables x and y, covariance of x comma y is equal to expected value of x minus expectation of x multiplied with y minus expectation of y. So, 4 choices given, solution. The second statement is directly formula. We know that covariance of x comma y, of means any bracket you can use, is equal to e of x into y minus e of e means expected value into e of y, or usually this right side is used for problems purpose. Concept or definition purpose, this can be written as e of x minus e of x, put it in bracket, multiplied by y minus e of y. Okay, so therefore S2 statement 2 second statement is true. That means correct. Coming to second statement, correlation coefficient. Usually written by small r. Formula is covariance of x comma y divided by standard deviation of x values multiplied with standard deviation of y values, sigma x, sigma y. Okay, so that sigma x, you know that root over variance of x. So sigma x, let us say this is 1, is equal to root over variance of x. V stands for variance, which is nothing but e of x minus e of x, this is square and main bracket closed, and sigma y is nothing but standard deviation of y, that is square root of v of y. V means variance. This is the just like as above. Okay, so I can write this is also e of y minus e of y whole square. Now since 0 less than r square less than 1, that is square of the correlation coefficient always lies between 0 and 1, because correlation coefficient lies between minus 1 to 1. So from this squaring equation 1, so covariance x comma y whole square divided by denominator square, sigma square x multiplied by sigma square y less than 1. So what is covariance of xy whole square? This is e of x minus e of x multiplied by y minus e of y bracket closed, and this is whole square including expectation. Variance is always a positive quantity, so the denominator positive quantity shifting into right side, inequality will be remain same, that less than becomes less than only. So less than sigma square x, that is v of x. Okay, v stands for variance, variance of x multiplied by variance of y. So here I wrote v of x. V of x means variance of x. Here I can write v of x is nothing but, that is short form, var, variance of x. V of y is nothing but variance of y. var means variance of y values here. So, but statement 1 is given in reverse way, greater than. Therefore, S1 is not correct. Not correct means false. So take care, this one. So S1 is false, S2 is true. Accordingly, option B, that is second one, is the answer. Now another question, 1 hour back I told you, that is, I am moving to previous slide. This one. This is also computer science question. Let the superscript, power is also usually superscript. This is power T. This is superscript. T represents the transpose operation. Consider the function f of x is equal to half times x transpose into q into x minus r transpose into x, where x and r are column vectors, that is n cross 1 means column vectors. This is. and Q is a symmetric square matrix here. The stationary point of f of x is this. Generally n cross n results taking more time. Let us take a particular case, that is n is equal to 2. Then the same true for 3 cross 3, 4 cross 4, etc. Take n is equal to 2. Okay. Let that 2 by 2 matrix Q 2 cross 2 is equal to the 4 elements A, C, C, B. Why should I take like this? Because symmetric. Symmetric means Q matrix is called symmetric, means Q transpose is equal to Q. Q transpose is equal to Q. That is, the first row elements are same as first column elements. The second row elements are same as second column elements. This is symmetric matrix. SYMM means symmetric matrix. It is given in the question. So that's why I took like this. Now X and R are column matrix. Small x is equal to a column matrix with 2 variables only, because n is equal to 2. X1, X2, and R is equal to its elements column vector R1, R2. Hope that understood. This is taken by a particular case, n is equal to 2. Now, what is fx? Then f of x is equal to half times x transpose. Column vector transpose becomes row vector x1, x2 into q, that is 2 by 2 matrix A, C, C, B. You can take not only A, B, C elements, any 3 elements, because in symmetric matrix, that is 2 by 2 matrix, 3 at most, maximum 3 different elements into x, that is column vector x1, x2 minus R transpose, that is this column vector transpose becomes row vector R1, R2 multiplied with again x column vector, column matrix x1, x2. So 3 matrices cannot be simplified in one step. First, all of you do this multiplication. For that, pre-multiply by x1, x2. So I can write directly, this one is a x1 square, please check, plus 2c x1 x2 plus b x2 square. This is a quadratic form chapter which we studied in BTech. A transpose into x transpose into A into x, where A is Q matrix, x transpose is here small x transpose, minus R1 x1 minus R2 x2. This is the simplification of f of x. Okay, this is a 2 variables. 2 variables function x1, x2. Say phi of x1 comma x2. So just I want to denote these 2 variables function, phi function x1 comma x2 for stationary points, because here x is a unknown matrix, column matrix, R is R1, R2 fixed constants. Okay, for A, B, C, R1, R2 are all constant. For stationary points, what is the necessary condition? The first derivatives are equal to 0, partial derivative, because 2 variables function. Dou phi by dou x1 is equal to 0 and dou phi by dou x2 is equal to 0. So partial derivative with respect to x1 means x2 constant. Similarly, partial derivative with respect to x2 means x1 constant. So here half times a into x1 square derivative 2x1, so 2a x1, 2 constants, c constant, x2 constant, x1 derivative 1, so this is 2c x2 plus bx2 square constant 0 minus r1 r2 constant, x1 derivative 1, x2 also constant, so that last term becomes 0, simplifies to minus r1 equal to 0. So this I can write ax1 plus cx2 is equal to R1. Let us say this is equation 1 and dou phi by dou x2 equal to 0, that is giving half times with respect to x2 partial derivative means x1 constant, so ax1 square 0, 2c x1 constant, x2 derivative with respect to x2 is 1, so 2c x1 bx2 square derivative b constant, so 2b x2, r1 x1 constant derivative 0, r2 constant, x2 derivative with respect to x is 1, so this is minus r2 0. This simplifies to cx1 plus bx2, shifting the constant term r terms to the right side, looks like non-homogeneous equations, equation 2. So I can write these two equations in matrix form of 1 and 2 is A, C, C, B multiplied with column vector x1, x2 and the right side r1, r2. This is looks like homogeneous equations A, non-homogeneous equations Ax equal to B. So this matrix already Q and this matrix is small x, column vector this is small r. Okay, so please assume here A, B, C, R1, R2 are all constants. So finally we got Qx is equal to R. They are asking stationary point means we have to find x value. Okay, so x means it is two variables x1, x2. So both sides pre-multiply by Q inverse. Q inverse into Q into x is equal to Q inverse into R. So this is identity matrix. A inverse into I into x means x. So finally simplifies to left side x and the right side Q inverse into R. So this is the answer. The stationary point is stationary point. Two variable stationary point. X means it is, don't say it is looking like one variable. X means it is a column matrix x1, x2. So accordingly answer is fourth option. Hope that everyone understood and following. Similarly, this result or quotient can be true for n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, etc. General case. Now, it seems that options are not matching, but I am having doubt. Anyhow, see. The question is, it is related to probability chapter. A bag has R red balls and B black balls. So initially total balls is R plus B. All balls are identical except for their colors. That means two different colors. The two colors black and red automatically not identical. Balls identical means same shape. That is, in a trial, a ball is randomly drawn from the bag. Its color is noted and the ball is placed back into the bag along with another ball of the same color. So when you pick a first ball and then putting into the bag the picked ball along with the same color ball you have to pick. So before picking the next, that means before picking the next ball, the number of balls in the bag increased by 1. That is the question also given here. Note that the number of balls in the bag will increase by 1. That is, before picking a second ball, the number of balls increased by 1. Similarly, before picking a third time ball, the number of balls increasing by again 1, like that. Now, increase by 1 after the trial. That is, please underline. So after picking first ball, the bag number of balls increased by 1. After picking second ball, then the bag contains the number of balls increased by 1. That is the meaning. A sequence of 4 such trials. So the experiment happened in 4 times is conducted. Which one of the following choices gives the probability of drawing a red ball in the 4th trial? So that means he is expecting a red ball in the 4th trial, means the first 3 trials black ball and the 4th trial is red ball. So here first 3 trials are black balls, and fourth trial is a red ball. This is the meaning, first one. And the balls picking one by one, not 4 balls at a time picking. Okay. So therefore, we are writing. See. Initially, total balls is R plus B. After first ball drawn, that is after first trial, comma, total balls is R plus B plus 1. After second trial, comma, total balls in the bag is R plus B plus 2. After third trial, comma, total balls is R plus B plus 3. This is the reason. Explanation. Hence, required probability is probability of first ball red, first ball black, multiplied by probability of second ball black, multiplied by probability of third trial, that is third ball picking, third ball drawn black, multiplied by probability of fourth ball, that is fourth trial, fourth ball drawn red. So picking one by one. So there are total balls in the beginning R plus B. One ball can be picked in R plus B ways, that is R plus B C1. There are n balls. One ball can be drawn in NC1 ways. This is a combination related problem. But which ball picking, that is called favorable balls, black balls. Initially the black ball says B. So one black ball from B black balls can be drawn in BC1 ways, that is B. So this is the first one into. So second ball is black. Before that the total ball says R plus B plus 1. So one black ball from the total balls one ball from the total balls R plus B plus 1 can be drawn in R plus B plus 1 C1 ways, that is R plus B plus 1. Now at this stage there are B plus 1 black balls. One black ball from B plus 1 black balls can be drawn in B plus 1 C1 ways. B plus 1 C1 means B plus 1 into. Before picking a third ball, the total balls is R plus B plus 2. Now the third ball is a black. So one ball can be picked from R plus B plus 2 balls in R plus B plus 2 C1 ways, which simplifies to R plus B plus 2. There are now B plus 2 black balls. One black ball can be drawn in B plus 2 C1 ways. So that is simplifies to B plus 2. Multiplied by. Now in the last stage, the total balls in the bag is R plus B plus 3. That the ball is red. Still there are R red balls. But anyhow the total cases, one ball can be drawn from the total balls R plus B plus 3 in R plus B plus 3 C1. So simplifies to R plus B plus 3. There are R red balls in this fourth trial. So one red ball can be drawn in RC1 ways, simplifies to R. So this is the answer. But don't think that looking like option 1. But here no option is matching. Please take care. As of my knowledge. Kindly excuse me if any step or anything done wrong. So please subscribe our channel and inform and share the same with your friends. Okay, next question. Suppose that this is a computer science question. F r to r is a continuous function on the interval close interval minus 3 comma 3 and a differentiable function in the interval open interval minus 3 comma 3 such that for every x in the interval f dash x less than or equal to full stop. If f of minus 3 is equal to 7, then f of 3 is at most numeric question. This is a differential integral calculus question, which is when there is f dash x continuous differentiable. Almost this terminology is nothing but a subtopic mean values theorems. There are two types of mean value theorems, Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem, which we already done one problem 1 hour back. Okay, using that. So already given function is continuous, differentiable, and we are finding for every, this is the condition given. They are asking f of 3 at most, f of 3 minus 3 is equal to 7. So by Lagrange's mean value theorem, why should I take directly Lagrange's mean value theorem? Why not? I can take that is Rolle's theorem, because we don't know the condition f of a is equal to f of b, that is true or not, that is f a and f b are same or not, that is here a value minus 3, b value 3. We don't know f of 3, f of minus 3 is same or not. That's why the question is at most. Okay, so that's why I'm applying Lagrange's mean value theorem. What exactly Lagrange's mean value theorem? F of x is continuous in closed interval a b. This is minus 3 closed bracket is closed interval denoted by a comma b, and f of x is differentiable in the open interval a comma b. Then there exists a point x between a and b such that f dash x is equal to fb minus fa by b minus a. Geometrical interpretation also already asked in mechanical stream. F dash x is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. So what is f dash x? We don't know. That's why they are asking. F dash x is equal to f of b. B value 3. F of 3. F of a means f of minus 3 divided by b minus a. 3 minus of minus 3. So this is nothing but f of 3 minus 7 divided by 6. Since given f dash x less than or equal to 2, therefore I can substitute f dash x as above here, that is f of 3 minus 7 whole divided by 6 less than or equal to 2. Shift 6 and minus 7 to the right side, you will be getting f of 3 minus 7 less than or equal to 6 into 2, 12, 12 plus 7, 19 less than or equal to 19. So f of 3 value can take 19 or below 19, that is 18, 17, 16, 15 up to so many numbers. So of all these, maximum is 19, maximum is called at most here. So therefore f of 3 is at most 19. So 19 is the answer. Hope that everyone following and understood. This is differential calculus, which we studied in 12th standard BTech also, BTech first year. The next question. Suppose that P is a 4 cross 5 matrix, that is rectangular matrix, such that every solution of the equation Px is equal to 0, looks like Ax equal to 0, homogeneous system, homogeneous equations. So is a scalar multiple of 2, 5, 4, 3, 1 transpose, that is, this is a column vector, column matrix. The rank of P is, very very important question, conceptual question. So clearly Px equal to 0 is homogeneous system of equations with unknown matrix, that is number of variables column matrix 5 variables x1, because here number of columns is 5. Take care, this is when the matrix multiplication P into X exists, means P is 4 by 5 matrix, X is automatically 5 cross 1, then only P into X exists. So x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. This is 5 unknowns. Unknowns are also called variables. Now, X is a solution. X is a solution which is given since every solution is a scalar multiple of the column matrix 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. That means all these infinite solutions of the homogeneous system. See, we know that homogeneous system Ax equal to 0, either having only 0 solution or infinitely non-zero solutions, infinitely many non-zero solutions. But here it is a relation, every solution is a scalar multiple of this column vector. That means all these solutions are linearly dependent, only one solution is linearly independent. There are so many solutions. When all the solutions are linearly dependent, automatically one solution is independent. Remaining are all linearly dependent on this one solution. Out of these infinite solutions, whenever this type of condition is there, one solution is only independent. Let us fix this solution is independent. Remaining are all multiples of some scalar. That means remaining all solutions are all dependent on this first solution or fixed solution, which is a linearly independent solution. So, clearly Px is equal to 0 has infinite number of non-zero solutions. And all solutions of the form lambda into x. That means lambda into small x. So, kindly excuse me for inconvenience. Lambda into x, where lambda is scalar, that is 1 into x, 2 into x, 3 into x, etc. are the solution, infinitely many solutions, 0.1 into x, 1 by 2 into x, etc. So, in all this, that means, therefore, there is only one linearly independent solution. because remaining all depend on, see, out of all these solutions, in all these solutions except one, remaining are all depend on this except one solution. You can fix one of these solution and the remaining are all obtained from this fixed solution. That fixed solution is called independent, remaining are all dependent solutions. That is the difference between linearly independent solution, linearly dependent solution. Linearly independent solution. SYL means solution. So there is a formula based procedure for finding the number of linearly independent solutions of the homogeneous system of equations Px equal to 0 is given by n minus r. So that is n minus r is equal to 1. What is n minus r? Number of linearly independent, Li means short form of linearly independent solutions of homogeneous system Px equal to 0, formula directly. So n is number of variables. So 5 minus r, r is the rank of the coefficient matrix P, is equal to 1. So n is number of unknowns, r is rank of coefficient matrix. Here coefficient matrix is P. So this implies r is equal to 4. So what is this r? Rank of matrix P. So the answer is 4. This is the end of the question. Very, very important question. Hope that everyone following. So this is also a computer question, computer science stream, which is related to probability statistics topic. The question is, for a given biased coin, please underline biased coin, the probability that the outcome of a toss is a head is given 0.4. That is P of h is equal to 0.4. Automatically other outcome is tail. In any coin, there are two outcomes generally, head and toss, head and tail. Already given probability of getting head is 0.4. So automatically probability of getting tail is 1 minus getting head, that is 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6. This experiment, that is this coin is tossed 1000 times, that is n is very large. You are playing, this experiment is playing large number of times. But P is not a small quantity. It is normal moderate quantity. It is not very small. So don't apply Poisson distribution. Let x be a random variable whose value is the number of times that head appears. Please underline number of times that head appears in these 1000 tosses. So x is a random variable. The standard deviation of x rounded to 2 decimal places. There is a formula based procedure directly for finding the standard deviation, mean, variance for a binomial distribution. So solution, let small p is equal to probability of getting head in any toss of a biased coin, which is given 0.4. Q is equal to automatically 1 minus P probability of getting tail in any toss, that is 0.6. N is equal to 1000, very large. This is not a very small value. So therefore apply binomial distribution, short form BD. So x is a random variable, that is probability of the random variable x, you know that is P of x. Of course not required this sentence because they ask standard deviation. NCx into P raised to x, Q raised to n minus x. X values 0, 1, 2, so on 1000. Okay. So therefore standard direct formula, deviation of x. What is this x? Binomial random variable. is given by formula directly root over npq. N value 1000, p value 0.4 and q value 0.6. Two decimal places can be dropped because two zeros can be dropped. Now 10 into 4 into 6. 10 into 4 into 6. So this is root over 240. Please simplify up to two decimal places. Approximately 15 square is 225. 16 square is 256. So it should be lies between 15 and 16. 15.49 is the answer. Please check. Okay, just please, we need break, a short break, 5 minutes. So welcome back. Now I am going to discuss EE question paper with solutions, electrical and electronics engineering. The first one is, let A be a 10 cross 10 matrix such that A power 5 is a null matrix and I be the 10 cross 10 identity matrix. The determinant of A plus I is. So this is a linear algebra matrices chapter. So now solution is, whatever the order of the matrix, whenever A to the power n is equal to 0, such a matrix is called null matrix. So here A power 5 is equal to 0. 0 is null matrix. MAT stands for matrix. So A is nilpotent matrix. Such a matrix is said to be nilpotent. So from properties of eigenvalues, comma, eigenvalues of nilpotent matrix A are all equal to 0. So implies eigenvalues of the matrix A plus I is the corresponding identity matrix. This is polynomial matrix in A. Identity matrix eigenvalues are all equal to 1. Are all equal to, here 0. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Since eigenvalues of identity matrix are all equal to 1. That is diagonal limits. So therefore, determinant of a matrix is also nothing but product of the eigenvalues of the same matrix, that is from the properties of eigenvalues. Determinant of matrix A plus I is nothing but product of eigenvalues of A plus I, product of all eigenvalues, which is nothing but 1 into so on into 1, 10 times. That 1 is up to 10 times because 10 cross 10 matrix, 10 eigenvalues, so nothing but 1. So answer is 1. The next question. The question is, suppose the probability that a coin toss shows head is P. That is, small p is equal to probability of getting head, where 0 less than P less than 1. Probability always lies between 0 to 1. Many cases, almost problems. The coin is tossed repeatedly until the first head appears. That means we are playing the same tossing a coin game till to get first time head. So the expected number of tosses required is, that is the average or mean of the tosses required. That is the question. So sometimes probability 0, 1, probability 0 means that event is called impossible event. Probability value is 1 means that event is called sure or certain event. So 4 options given. Let here small p is equal to probability of head in any toss. So q is equal to probability of getting tail in any toss. Okay. So let here random variable topic relation. This problem related to random variable definition. Let usually random variables denoted by capital X, capital Y, etc. be a random variable denote number of tosses required till to get a head first time. Then the distribution table, capital X value is denoted by small x and its probability P of x. What is the meaning of this table? First time tossing a coin, if you get the head, that probability is denoted by probability of getting number 1, x is equal to 1 is small p. If you do not get head in the first toss, then you have to toss second time, that is x value 2 tosses. Then the corresponding probability of getting number 2, random variable 2, is first time getting tail, second time getting toss. First toss giving head, giving tail, second toss giving head, because 2 tosses required means automatically the first toss is not getting head, that means tail, the second toss giving head. This is we are expecting, underlining. Now if you do not get head first time in the second toss, you have to toss third time, that means x value 3 tosses, then the corresponding probability is q into p, that is first q is not getting head in the first toss, not getting head in the second toss, getting head in the third toss, that is the meaning p. So we don't know how many times we are playing, so this is endless game. We maximum times we have to play, because we cannot expect 10th time or 100th time getting head, so it is continuously playing. Therefore expected number of tosses, so clearly x is a discrete random variable, finite number of values of x or countably infinite values of x. This is countably infinite. Okay, so that's why discrete random variable, discrete random variable. So expected number of tosses is nothing but notation E of x. In the discrete random variable case, the expected value or mean of x is summation taking all x values 1 to infinity x times its probability P of x. So this is PR of, I can write PR. PR means another notation for probability. So 1 into P of 1, that is small p, plus x value 2 into QP, its probability of 2, plus 3 into probability of 3 is q into q square into p, plus so on. In all these I can take p common, that is p into 1 plus 2q plus 3q square plus so on. So this is a Taylor series or Maclaurin series standard expansion, 1 minus q whole to the power minus 2. So this is p times 1 minus q is nothing but p to the power minus 2. So 1p cancel, which can be written as 1 by p, since 1 plus 2x plus 3x square standard Maclaurin series is equal to 1 minus, that is Taylor series, whole to the power minus 2 if mod x less than 1, that is minus 1 less than x less than 1, then only this series is valid. So the answer is 1 by p. Accordingly, the option is third option. Hope that everyone following. Please subscribe our channel and inform or share the same to your friends. Now the next question is differential calculus related. Let f of x be a real valued function, that is real valued function means codomain is a real number, such that f dash x naught is equal to 0 for some x naught belongs to 0 comma 1 open interval. Between 0 comma 1 there are so many x values. For some x naught first derivative equal to 0, that is the meaning, and second derivative of fx greater than 0 for every x in open interval 0 comma 1. That means between 0 comma 1 there are so many numbers x, at each x second derivative greater than 0. This is the information given. Then f of x has 4 options given. Now solution. Given f dash x naught is equal to 0 for some x naught belongs to open interval 0 comma 1. So the necessary condition for a point x to be a stationary of the function fx is f dash x equal to 0. So that means x naught is a stationary point of f of x in the open interval 0 comma 1. You can write directly is the stationary point because only for some x naught it is given. Okay, given f double dash x greater than 0 for all, this is a symbol f or all belongs to open interval 0 comma 1. So between 0 and 1 there is some point x naught, this x naught satisfying here, that means f double dash x naught greater than 0. Let us say this is 2 and let us say this is 1. If second derivative greater than 0, that is from 1 first derivative equal to 0, therefore f of x has local minimum at x naught, this belongs to open interval 0 comma 1. So one stationary point, at this point local minimum, because second derivative greater than 0, when second derivative less than 0 local maxima. So therefore f of x has exactly one local minimum in open interval 0 comma 1. Accordingly, option C, that is third one, is the answer. Hope that everyone understood and following. So the next question, this is a matrix linear algebra question. The question is, let p and q real numbers such that p square plus q square is equal to 1. The eigenvalues of the matrix 2 by 2 matrix pq, q minus p are 4 options given. The solution is, so it is a moderate problem. This is the condition given. So let us say this is equation 1. Now characteristic equation, CH means character, EQ means equation of the matrix, MAT means matrix, is determinant A minus lambda into I is equal to 0, where A is the given matrix, I is the corresponding 2 by 2 identity matrix, lambda is the eigenvalue. So that A minus lambda I is directly obtained from subtracting lambda from the diagonal elements of the matrix only. So this is P minus lambda Q minus P minus lambda. Expanding the 2 by 2 determinant procedure, this is, I can write lambda square minus P square minus Q square is equal to 0. So that means lambda square is equal to P square plus Q square. P square plus Q square is already given 1 since from equation 1. Lambda square 1 means lambda minus 1 into 0, lambda plus 1 into 0, lambda is equal to minus 1 comma 1 are the eigen values of the given matrix. So the answer is minus 1 and 1. Accordingly, the third is the option answer. So please subscribe subscribe our channel and inform the same to your friends. Share the same to your friends. The next question, this is also a good question, important question. It is a numerical methods related question. Or basics also you can take that. In the open interval 0, 1, the polynomial p of x is equal to x to the power 4 minus 4x cube plus 2 has 2 real roots, 3 real roots, 1 real root, no real roots. These are the options. So this is basic terminology question only, which is studied from 10th class, 11th class. So substitute x equal to 0, that is p of 0 is equal to plus 2, which is greater than 0. Put x is equal to 1 in the open interval 0, 1 given. So 1 minus 4 plus 2, this is minus 1 less than 0. From intermediate value theorem, that is implies p of x has a real root between 0 and 1 using location of a root definition or intermediate value theorem. So from this one root is there. Now let us look at the only one root or 3 real roots later. So there is a Descartes scientist, Descartes, some people pronounce Descartes, Descartes rule of sign. So first find p of minus x. Putting x equal to minus x, you will be getting x to the power 4 plus 4x cube plus 2. Now signs, that is symbols, from first term to second term to second term to third term, like that. Signs of p of x. First term x power 4 sign is positive, leave gap. Second term symbol is minus, third term constant term symbol is, that is plus 2, automatically plus only. So plus minus plus. So that means plus 2 minus 1 change, minus 2 plus 2 changes, that is 2 sign changes in p of x. Now signs of p of minus x, that is polynomial, plus plus plus, that is no sign change. No sign change in p of minus x. Okay, so some people sign changes in they are using arrows. This is first sign change. This is second sign change. Plus to minus 1 change, minus to plus. Here no change. Okay, that is. So the number of changes in a polynomial p of x, if it is 2, then the polynomial has at most 2 positive signs, because no signs in the polynomial p of minus x. So the polynomial p of x has no negative real roots. Therefore, by Descartes' rule of signs, theory of equations, this is from 11th class, comma, p of x has at most 2 positive real roots and no negative real root. Of course, negative positive can be compared with real numbers only. Complex numbers we cannot say whether it is positive or negative. So from this information, this is and from this information where I underline the terms and according to the options, therefore p of x has 2 real roots. Why? Complex roots of any polynomial occur in pairs. That means complex roots in pairs. Pairs means 2 plus or minus 3i, like that. That is, number of complex roots are always even number of roots. 2 roots, 4 roots, 6 roots. A fourth degree polynomial having 4 roots. Okay. So 3 complex roots never happen. Similarly, 5 complex roots never happen. So if you take 0 complex roots, the remaining 4 roots are real roots only. But from this information we got only at most 2 positive roots, no negative root. So the maximum number of positive roots 2. The remaining 2 roots automatically complex roots only. Okay. So P has 2 real roots and the other, and already from the first line 1 real root between 0 and 1. If the fourth degree polynomial has only 1 real root, then the 3 roots are complex, which is a contradiction, because complex number of roots are always occur in pairs. Fourth degree polynomial equation is having 4 real roots, 4 roots. Okay, 1 real root already lies between 0 and 1. So automatically the second root is also lies between somewhere or between 0 and 1. In 0, 1 only interval given. So the second root also is also between 0 and 1. Why? Because the remaining 2 roots are not real roots, automatically complex roots, and moreover complex roots occur in pairs. Other 2 roots, and 0 is not a root, because the constant term is present in a polynomial equation. It has never 0 root. 2 roots must be complex. So this is the answer. P of x has 2 real roots. Okay, accordingly option 1 is the answer. Hope that everyone understood. Following. Now the next question. Suppose the circles x square plus y square is equal to 1 and x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to r square intersect each other orthogonally at the point u comma v, then u plus v is equal to. So this is the main condition. 2 curves intersect orthogonally. So this is related to partial differentiation calculus topic. So I will give you, let a 2 variables function, whether it is implicit or explicit function, then dy by dx, derivative of y with respect to x, from normal derivative methods or partial derivative method also, minus dou f by dou x divided by dou f by dou y. Partial derivative of f with respect to x divided by partial derivative of f with respect to y, putting minus. Okay, so I want to denote this x square plus y square as function of x comma y, and one is constant, and I want to denote x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square by another function g of x comma y. There are two functions given with right side constant. Okay, so two curves intersect orthogonally means product of the slopes at the point of intersection tangent, product of the slopes of the tangent at the point of intersection is always minus 1. That is, product of the slopes is minus 1. Okay, so this is equal to x square derivative with respect to x and y square 0 partial derivative. So minus 2x divided by x square 0 with respect to y, y square derivative 2y. So this simplifies to minus x by y at the point u comma v. Point of intersection is given, so x value u substitute, y value v substitute, minus u by v is slope of tangent at P to first circle, that is first curve. Now again, and dy by dx for the second circle, that is for the second function also I can find slope, that is dy by dx minus dou g by dou x whole divided by dou g by dou y, partial derivatives. So with respect to x, x minus 1 whole square derivative is minus 2 into x minus 1 divided by y minus 1 whole square is 0, x minus 1 derivative with respect to x is 1. With respect to y partially means x minus 1 whole square 0, r square 0. So this is 2 into y minus 1. At the point of, they are intersecting at the point u comma v. So substitute x is equal to u and y is equal to v. 2 cancel. Minus of u minus 1 divided by v minus 1. Since for intersecting each other orthogonally, comma, so this is slope of second circle, slope of tangent of second circle. So product of the slopes is minus 1. Product of slopes is equal to minus 1. That means minus into minus plus u into u minus 1 divided by v into v minus 1 is equal to 1. I can write this is u square, that is minus 1, plus v square, square terms on one side, other terms on another side. So u square plus v square, this is u plus v, already u square plus v square 1, since u comma v lies on circles, therefore u square plus point of intersection always lies on both circles. So from this u plus v is equal to 1. This is the answer. So the value of u plus v is 1. The next question, this is a complex variables related question. Let minus 1 minus I, j means some people denote by I, 3 minus j, comma 3 plus j and minus 1 plus j be the vertices of a rectangle C. Rectangle has 4 vertices in the complex plane. Assuming that C is traversed in counterclockwise direction, the value of the contour integral over C dz by z square into z minus 4 is. So first of all, curve direction counterclockwise, that is anticlockwise positive. So this minus 1 minus j can be written as in 2D geometry minus 1 comma minus 1 and this is 3 comma minus 1, easy to understand, and this is 3 comma 1, and this is minus 1 comma 1. J value is nothing but root over minus 1. Okay, so I can draw the rectangle on the number line. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So x values minimum minus 1, maximum 3. So let us take, this is minus 1, 0, 1, 2, this is 3. And y values, that is second position, minus 1 minimum, maximum 1. So this is minus 1 and this is 1. So joining all these points, the first point minus 1, 1, this is third quadrant. 3 minus 1, that is fourth quadrant, and 3 comma 1, first quadrant, both are positive, x value, y value. Fourth quadrant, x positive, y negative. Minus 1, 1, second quadrant, x negative, y positive. This is. So joining these, a rough sketch of the diagram. So this is our curve, closed curve. See, okay. Now rough sketch of the rectangle. This is rectangle. Let us denote the coordinates A, this is B, and this is D, and this is E. ABDE is rectangle. Rectangle A, B, D, E. So first find the singular points. Z square into Z minus 4 equal to 0. This is giving Z is equal to 0 comma 0. 0 is a multiplicity, 2 times repeated, 4. Are the singular points of the integrand 1 upon Z square into Z minus 4. So how do you check whether inside outside? Z 0, this 0 is one of the singular point, but 4 is outside the rectangle. So only Z is equal to 0 lies inside C. So therefore, by Cauchy's integral formula, or you can apply residue theorem, Cauchy's residue theorem, integral formula, comma, integral over C, this is dz by Z square into Z minus 4 can be expressed as integral over C. Z minus 4 is a factor you can put in the numerator because the singular points corresponding factors should occur in denominator only. So 1 upon Z minus 4, keep it in bracket, divided by Z square can be written Z minus 0 whole square. Then the standard integral notation of Cauchy integral formula, this bracket is f of z. The denominator is z minus 0 whole square, where a is denoted by the singular point. Usually singular point denoted by small a. So the corresponding factor should lies whenever singular point inside the curve, the corresponding factor you should keep in denominator, so that the standard form can easily comparing and get the answer also. So according to Cauchy integral formula, this is 2 pi j by 1 factorial into f dash j into f dash, I mean that singular point is 0. Okay, this dash means derivative with respect to z. So here f dash z, 1 upon z minus 4 derivative is minus with respect to z, minus 1 upon z minus 4 whole square. So putting z is equal to 0, you will be getting this 2 pi j multiplied by minus 1 divided by minus 4 whole square is 16. So this is minus j pi, I can write like this, by 8. So the answer is minus j pi by 8, accordingly option 2. Please check. Next question. Just a minute. Now this is electronics and communication stream question. The question is this related to complex variables chapter. Consider the integral over c sin x upon x square into x square plus 4 dx, where c is a counterclockwise oriented circle defined as mod x minus I is equal to 2. The value of the integral is 4 options given. Instead of z, it is given by the variable x. Here x is not a real variable, x is a complex variable usually taken. So anti-clockwise positive direction given. This is curve equation. Mod z minus I is equal to 2. So here that is mod x minus I 2. Solution. Curve C is, equation is mod x minus I is equal to 2. So you know that I value square root of minus 1. Now next find the singular points, that is equating denominator to 0 if it is a polynomial function. X square plus 1 all are polynomial function. That means whenever the integrand, that is the function integration term, is not analytic at a point x, such a point x is called singular point of the function. So such a points are obtained by easily equating denominator to 0. You will be getting x is equal to 0, comma 0, minus 2i, comma plus 2i. So 0 repeated are the singular points. Usually short form denoted by SP. So substitute each singular point in the above curve equation. You will be getting left side and right side some values. When left side value less than right side value, such a singular point lies inside the curve. When left side value greater than right side value, such a singular point lies outside the curve. For example, first x value 0, 0 minus I, mod minus I value 1, because mod I value 1. So 1 less than 2. So x is equal to 0 lies inside. Next, if I put 2i minus I, mod I value 1, 0 comma 2i only lies. Why should I write directly only? Because you can check like that, minus 2i. If I put x equal to minus 2i minus I, minus 3i, mod minus 3i is mod 3. That is 3. Mod 2i is 2. So only these 2 points lies inside C. There are two singular points. You can apply Cauchy residue theorem or Cauchy's integral formula. So residues. Now such a singular point here, 0 is repeated. This is a pole of order 2. And this is not repeated. A pole of order 1, also called simple pole. So therefore R1 is denoted by residue RES f of z. I mean z means here x. Residue f of x at x is equal to 0. So this is your function integrand fx. Or you can apply Cauchy integral formula also. So because it is a pole of order 2, 1 by 2 minus 1 factorial, that is 1 by 1 factorial, limit x tends to a means that singular point 0, operated on d by dx of x minus a whole square, that is x minus 0 whole square, multiplied by f of x. Please refer the definition of residue by problematic approach when it is a pole of order 2. When z is equal to a is a pole of order 2, then residue is calculated by 1 by 2 minus 1 factorial, that is 1 factorial, limit x tends to a, d by dx of x minus a whole square fx. So that x minus 0 whole square means x square, cancel with denominator f of x. So limit 1 factorial value 1, 0, d by dx of, you will be getting simply sin x upon x square plus 4. Both numerator and denominator x terms, so apply quotient rule, u by v rule, derivative. Limit x tends to 0. Now first derivatives. X square plus 4 v u dash minus u into v dash by v square. Sin x derivative cos x minus sin x into x square plus 4 derivative with respect to x whole divided by v square x square plus 4 whole square. Main bracket closed. Now then put x 0. Here 4 first term, cos 0 1, sin 0 0, 0 into any number 0. Now this 0 plus 4, 4 square 16. So it is 1 by 4. The residue of the given integrand f of x at x equal to 0. Now R2. Let R2 is denoted by residue of the integrand fx at x is equal to 2i. 2i is a pole of order 1. So how do you calculate limit? Directly. X tends to a means that pole, x minus a into fx. So this is, in the denominator, one of the factor x square plus 4 can be written as x plus 2i into x minus 2i. That x minus 2i cancel with this prefactor x minus 2i, and the remaining function is x tends to 2i sin x divided by x square into x plus 2i. So in this, just substitute x is equal to y by direct substitution limits procedure. Sin 2i divided by 2i whole square, that is minus 4i square value minus 1. 2i plus 2i 4i. So finally this is minus sin 2i divided by 69. Therefore, by, because the integration quotient given by the procedure, Cauchy's residue theorem, Cauchy's residue theorem comma integral over c f of x dx is equal to 2 pi I into sum of the residues at the poles inside the curve. That is, we have two types, R1, R2. So 2 pi I into R1 value 1 by 4, 1 2 cancelled, pi I by 2, and 2 pi I here 2 cancelled, I cancelled, I can write minus sin 2i with pre-multiplication pi by 8. So pi I by 2 minus pi by 8 into sin 2i. So here no option is matching, but it is almost same as minus pi by 8 sin 2i, that's why it is. So I think marks given to all students whenever no option is matching. Okay. Now the next question. So please subscribe our channel and share the same with your friends. So this is easy string question. You have electromagnetic field theory, EMT, WL or EMFT, in some regions it is called. There you will get this answer also. Mathematically we are not interested, but anyhow I am doing. So this is a vector. D Catholic letters to be bolded means that quantity is a vector quantity, and xyz Cartesian coordinates, rho phi z cylindrical coordinates. So the question is, for a vector field D is equal to rho cos square phi a rho plus z square sin square phi a psi a phi in a cylindrical system rho phi z, that I already told you, are unit vectors with unit vectors a rho, a phi and az. The net flux of D, net flux of D means, that is mathematically it is surface integral, leaving the closed surface. When it is a closed surface, you can apply Gauss-Divergence theorem according to the condition satisfied. That surface of the which term? Cylinder. That equation is rho is equal to 3, that is base equation or top face circles equation. Rho is equal to 3 means it is a circular equation, and height is nothing but z. Z lies between 0 to 2, rounding off to 2 decimal places is. So please take care. Let capital D is equal to rho cos square phi, keep it in brackets, into a rho plus z square sin square phi, I am denoting phi for comfortable purpose, into a phi. Z coordinate is absent. So usually this is denoted by the vector component of d in the rho direction, d rho, and this is the vector component in phi direction. You can write this is 0 into third component az, but az component is not given. This is dz, the vector component of that is in z direction. Okay, so there is a procedure for divergence of the vector in cylindrical coordinate system. So this is be a vector in cylindrical system, cylindrical coordinate system, then divergence of this vector is equal to formula 1 by rho multiplied by dou by dou rho of rho times d rho. This d is a vector component in the rho direction, dou by dou phi of d phi plus dou by dou z of dz. So take care, this is the notation. So this is 1 by rho into dou by dou rho of rho into d rho becomes rho square cos square phi plus dou by dou phi of d phi z square sin square phi. Dz already 0, so this is plus 0. So this simplifies to 1 by rho into, with respect to rho partial derivative phi constant, with respect to phi z constant. So this is 2 rho cos square phi, and this is 2 z square sin square phi derivative 2 sin phi derivative cos phi. So this is finally, and this can be written as 2 sin a cos a is sin 2a. So I can write simply z square sin 2 phi. 2 cos square a is 1 plus cos 2a. So this can be written as rho into 1 plus cos 2 phi. So therefore, the net flux of the vector d leaving the closed surface S is the cylinder, is given by integral over S closed this vector function d dot ds bar. So this is surface integral, which is by Gauss-Devil's theorem. This becomes integral over v divergence of that vector d dv. So in cylindrical system, volume element is nothing but rho times d rho d phi dz. Very, very important this is. So this is a triple integral over v. dv means rho d phi dz. So, and what are the limits here? Rho limits 0 to 3. Rho 0 means point circle. Maximum rho radius, that is given 3. And phi limits in that circle, base or top 0 to 2 pi, complete circle. Z limits 0 to 2. Hope that understood and following. So this I can write directly some of the these two terms triple integral. Okay. So one is, it is better directly I can evaluate. So the first one is row limits 0 to 3, and the middle one 5 limits 0 to 2 pi, 2 pi. The inner integration z limit 0 to 2. The first term is row cancel 2 cos square phi, that is 1 plus cos 2 phi. I already told you. After cancelling row, 1 plus cos 2 phi into the dv means rho d rho d phi dz plus this term also triple integral with row limits 0 to 3, middle integration phi 0 to 2 pi, inside integration last, that is first integral 0 to 2 z limits. The term is z square sine 2 phi divided by rho multiplied with rho d phi into dz. Triple integral. One is rho integration, other is phi integration, and z integration. Here rho cancel. Okay. So this is term by term integrations, because it is a product of rho terms, phi terms, z terms. I can write here. Don't misunderstand me. So rho integration with respect to rho is rho square by 2. What are rho limits? 0 to 3. 1 plus cos 2 phi is a phi term. 1 integration with respect to phi is phi. Cos integration sine divided by 2 between the limits 0 to 2 pi multiplied by, there is no z, integration dz is z between the limits 0 to 2 plus, here rho cancel, there is no rho term, integral d rho is rho between the limits 0 to 3 multiplied by sin 2 phi, sin integration minus cos divided by 2 between the limits 0 to 2 pi, z square integration with respect to z is z cube by 3 between the limits 0 to 2, cos 2 pi 1, cos 0 1, so the second term vanished, sin 2 pi 0, sin 0 0, so this is rho square, that is 3 square 9 by 2 between the middle term 2 pi and z between 2 and 2 plus this is 0, 2 cancel, this simplifies to 18 pi, because it is a numeric question, you should simplify pi value approximately 3.14, so this is, I hope that getting 56.55, please check, very important question, in especially for EC stream, cylindrical coordinates. Of course it is useful in electrical subjects, because EMT subject is both streams, electrical and electronics communication, I think in instrumentation also. So please write fast. The next question, two continuous random variables x and y are related as y is equal to 2x plus 3, and let sigma square x and sigma square y denote the variance of x and y respectively. The variances are related as 4 options given. This question is from probability and statistics, random variables. So we know that variance VAR, ax plus b, x is a random variable, ab are constant, is equal to a square into variance of x plus that constant value 0. Variance of constant is 0. So and variance of constant is 0. Now therefore variance of y. Y is given 2x plus 3. The question in all the options, sigma square y means variance of y. Variance of 2x plus 3 is equal to 2 square into variance of, this is formulas directly, this one. X is a random variable, a, b are constants. So this means sigma square of the y variable is equal to 4 times sigma square of the x variable. So this is the answer. Accordingly, the option is 4. This is the end of the question. So the next question, if the vectors, 3D vectors given, 3 dimensional, 1.0, minus 1.0, 2.0, 7.0, 3.0, x and 2.0, 3.0, 1.0 in R cube. So what is R cube? 3 dimensional vectors. All these are row vectors given, row symbol, row direction, are linearly dependent. These vectors given linearly dependent. Then the value of x is. So what is the procedure? Consider the given 3 vectors denote x1, x2, x3 respectively, RESP means respectively, as rows in a matrix A. Okay. Now, for linearly dependent vectors, either rank A less than n is the number of vectors, or det A is equal to 0. For linearly independent vectors, det A not equal to 0 and rank A or rank A is equal to n. Either of the method you can apply, whichever is applicable, that is rank method or determinant method. But for linearly dependent vectors, determinant A is equal to 0 or rank A less than n, we have determinant A is equal to 0 or rank of the matrix A less than n. What is this n? Number of vectors. This is the short method procedure. Number of vectors. 3 vectors given. So I can go for determinant method. Easy. 1.0 means 1. Minus 1.0 is minus 1. This is 2 first row elements, first vector. Next second vector component 7, 3x. Third vector components 2, 3, 1 is equal to 0. So expanding by second row because 1x is there. So minus 7 into deleting second row first column, you know the procedure of determinant like that. Minus 1 into 1, minus 2 into 3. So simplifies to minus 7. And the middle element is, that is plus 3 into cofactor symbols. Hope that everyone remembered. Deleting second row, second column. 1 into 1, minus 2 into 2. Simplifies to minus 3. Minus x into deleting second row, third column. 1 into 3, minus of 2 into minus 1. So simplifies to 5 equal to 0. So 49 minus 9. How much? 40. So 40 is equal to 5x implies x is equal to 8. So the answer is 8. This is the end of the question. So all these are easy stream questions. But for linearly independent vectors, we have either determinant A not equal to 0 or rank A is equal to n. N is the number of vectors. After writing all these vectors as rows or columns as you like in a matrix, that matrix is A. Now this is the differential equation question. Consider the differential equation given below. Dy by dx plus x upon 1 minus x square into y is equal to x times root y. The integrating factor of the differential equation is 4 options given. So this is the first order equation. Usually many of the first degree differential equations can be solved by either variable separable or linear equation or Bernoulli equation, etc. So this I can write dE. This equation cannot be expressed as variable separable form. Here if I take y is dependent because we are differentiating for y variable and y is having power 1 by 2 which is not 1. Okay. Other y term, there are 2 y terms. So this is not a linear equation in y. I can express and compare with Bernoulli equations. dE can be written as dy by dx plus x times 1 minus x square into y is equal to x times, this is y to the power half. So this is comparing with our Bernoulli's equation. This is y power n. This x is q term. This bracket x upon 1 minus x square divided by p. So let us say this equation 1 is a Bernoulli's equation in y. Now reducing it to linear equation, all Bernoulli's equation compulsory reducing it to linear equation. To make it to linear equation, we should eliminate the y terms on the right side, that is dividing by y to the power half both sides. We get 1 by y power half can be written as y to the power minus half into dy by dx, that is first term of the new differential equation, plus x upon 1 minus x square. Y divided by y power half is y to the power plus half is equal to right side is x. Let us say equation. So this term is taken to be new variable, that is substitution method. So here put, to make it to linear equation, y power half is equal to t. So differentiate with respect to x. DAF means differentiate with respect to x, comma, we will be getting, it looks like y to the power half looks like x to the power n, whose differentiation is n times x to the power n minus 1. So half minus 1. Y derivative with respect to x also you should multiply, that is dy by dx. And the right side t derivative, t is not a constant, which is a variable, new variable, dt by dx related with y. So this simplifies to y power half dy by dx is equal to 2 times twice dt by dx. So this is the explanation reasoning. Now therefore 2 implies 2 times dt by dx plus x upon 1 minus x square into t is equal to x. So this can be expressed as, that is dividing by 2 on both sides, dy by, dt by dx dt by dx plus x upon 2 times 1 minus x square into t is equal to x by 2. This is a new equation with variables t and x. Here power of t is 1, no other t term. Its derivative dt by dx having power 1. T and dt by dx are not multiplying. I can say this is a first order linear equation in new variable t. F means first, O means order, L means linear, E means equation. So this is denoted by usually new P, that is P1, and this is Q1. So therefore IF, integrating factor, is equal to e to the power integral P1 with respect to x. P is a function of x. So this I can write e to the power minus 1 by 4 integral minus 2x divided by 1 minus x square. Why should I write like this? See, minus 2 into minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Because I want to compare, this is integration f dash x by fx, where fx is 1 minus x square, whose derivative is minus 2x, which is f dash x. So what is integral f dash x by fx log fx? So e to the power minus 1 by 4 into log of 1 minus x square. Using properties of logarithm, this is shifting to power 1 minus x square whole to the power minus 1 by 4. E and log are contrary to each other, so this simplifies to 1 minus x square whole to the power minus 1 by 4. So in the previous slide, this is the required IF. Accordingly, the option is 1. This is the answer. Hope that everyone understood and following. So please subscribe our channel and request to inform the same with your friends. Okay, now the question is, this is also easy stream question. A real 2 cross 2 non-singular matrix A with repeated eigenvalues is given as A is equal to 2 by 2 matrix x minus 3.0, 3.0, 4.0, where x is a real positive number. The value of x rounded off to one decimal place is. Matrices chapter, this question. Solution. Characteristic, because eigenvalue problems of the matrix A. CH means characteristic, EQ means equation. Determinant A minus lambda is equal to 0. That is obtained without writing identity matrix. Subtract lambda from the diagonal elements only. X minus lambda minus 3 plus 3, 4 minus lambda equal to 0. Now this is x minus lambda into 4 minus lambda plus 9 equal to 0. So this is, I can write lambda square minus or plus, take lambda common, so minus 4 minus x, and then the other constant terms 4x plus 9, keep it in other bracket. So this is a quadratic equation in lambda. Of course here lambda missing, is a quadratic equation in lambda. Usually comparing with ax square, that is a lambda square plus b lambda plus c. So here repeated eigenvalue. For repeated, that means in place of x, ax square plus bx plus c, I have lambda, repeated eigenvalue. That means lambda values are repeated means, so the second degree equation having repeated roots means, you know, the discriminant equal to 0. Eigenvalue means here root of this equation. Repeated eigenvalue 2 cross 2 matrix A, that is equal roots, comma, we have b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, that is discriminant equal to 0. This is discriminant of a quadratic equation. B square minus 4ac, you know that. B value minus 4 minus x, C value 4x plus 9, A value 1. So minus 4 minus x whole square minus 4 into A value 1 into C 4x plus 9 equal to 0. So expanding 16 A square B square minus 2AB, that is 8x minus 16x minus 36 equal to 0. So this implies x square minus 8x minus 20 is equal to 0. So minus 8x can be written as minus 10x plus 2, factorization. So x minus 10 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. But the question is asking x is a real positive number. Of course both are real numbers. So here I can do implies x is equal to 10 comma minus 2. So this is positive real number. Therefore value of x is 10. So the answer is 10. This is the end of the question. Hope that everyone following and understood. So the next one, this is a complex variables question related. The vector, kindly excuse me, vector integration, vector calculus topic. The vector function f of r, the thick letters, that is letters to be bolded, that is r bar is a vector function f bar minus x I cap plus y j cap is defined over a circular arc. So C is the arc of the circle shown in the figure. The line integral of integral C f of r dot dr is 4 options given. This is the figure. This is circular arc. This straight line makes an angle with x-axis 45 degrees. This is I j direction. So here radius 1. We know that circle parametric equations, center automatically origin, parametric equations of C. This is circular arc. Very important question. R, x is equal to radius into cos t, that is center coordinate plus radius into coordinate. Center is here 0 0, this point. So cos t, y is equal to sin t, where t is parameter limits 0 to pi by 4, actually not required to write in this case, okay. But the question related to line integral, definitely we are converting the Cartesian coordinates x, y into t, so that's why I am writing t limits 0 to pi by 4. This is parameter t 0 like that, here up to maximum t pi by 4. Now dx is equal to cos t derivative minus sin t dt, dy sin t derivative is with respect to cos, not with respect to cos t dt. Now therefore integral over C f of r dot dr, r is thick letter dr bar, that is f bar of r bar. Actually this is integral over C. You know that dot dr means here dx I cap plus dy j cap. So dot product f is given, dr is given. Now dot product minus x dx plus y dy. Now these are two variables, but I converted already in the above parametric equations t variable, one variable substitution here, minus x value cos t into dx minus sin t dt plus y value sin t, dy value cos t dt. All these terms integrating with respect to t, that is between the limits 0 to pi by 4. So cos t 2 times sin t, 2 sin t cos t means sin 2t. I can write directly with respect to t between the limits 0 to pi by 4. Sin integration minus cos 2t divided by 2 between the limits 0 to pi by 4. So substituting upper limit cos pi by 2 0 minus of constant take out cos 0 value 1. So this simplifies to 1 by 2. So the answer accordingly third option. Please check. Very very important and tough this curve equation, open curve here. The next one, this is also easy stream question. Consider the vector field f bar is equal to ax into 4y minus c1z plus ay into 4x plus 2z plus az into 2y plus z in a rectangular coordinate system x comma y comma z with unit vectors ax, ay, az if the field f is irrotational. Other name for irrotational, conservative force field, that is. Then the constant c1 is. So the unit vectors instead of ijk, they are also magnetic field components here in EC stream. Ax, electromagnetic field theory notation also you can apply, ax, ay, az. So Usually these components denoted by 4y minus c1z mathematically f1, 4x plus 2z denoted by f2, and 2y plus z denoted by f3. It looks like f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap, three-dimensional vector. So for irrotational field, comma, we have curl f is equal to 0 bar. So curl means 3 by 3 element, first row ax, ay, az, second row partial derivatives dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Third row components f1, f2, f3, 4y minus c1z, 4x plus 2z, and this is 2y plus z equal to 0. This is 0 vector, it's not scalar. 0 vector. Curl is a vector quantity, divergence is a scalar quantity. So expanding the 3 by 3 determinant ax into, deleting first row first column, dou by dou y of 2y plus z, partial derivative with respect to y is here 2, minus dou by dou z of 4x plus z, so 2z derivative is 2, 4x 0, minus ay into, deleting second column first row, dou by dou x of 2y plus z is 0, both are constant, minus dou by dou z of 4y minus c1z, 4y 0, z derivative 1, simplifies to minus c1, plus az into, deleting third column first row, dou by dou x of 4x plus 2z 4, minus dou by dou y of 4y minus c1z, that is also 4, is equal to, I can write 0, can written as 0ax plus 0ay, 0az. So this is 0, this is 0, and directly it gives c1 is equal to 0. So this is the answer. The value of c1 is, the constant c1 is 0. 0 is an integer. So, wish you good luck. Please subscribe our channel and request to share the same with your friends. So, bye bye. Thank you.